guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm Nick. I'm sitting on the side of the road right now because the car left me stranded once again. I was test driving it after I put the new spark plugs in and something let go, I don't know, but there's oil all over the ground, so I have some pretty bad fears right now. I'm pretty nervous about what it is, and I don't feel too good about it, man. So anyways, if it seems like I'm bummed out, hell yeah, I'm bummed out. It just kind of sucks, man. It just kind of sucks. It doesn't seem like anything can go my fucking way. I guess there's more to come. All right, guys, so here's the car. It's pretty windy out, so I'm sorry if you can't hear it. I'm doing all this on my phone. And you can see oil right here on the ground, and that's from the car. You see a little droplets of oil down there too. I really hope that it's not a blown motor, but I mean, all signs point to a yes, I guess. And I guess I just don't know what to say right now. You know, one thing I'd like to point out is, you know, when you saw my first videos of me breaking down in this car, I was pulled over literally in the middle of nowhere, and so many people had stopped and asked if I needed help, or, you know, what they could do to help me out. And so the traffic here in Las Vegas is a lot more, and absolutely zero people have stopped to ask if I needed help or anything, and it's just kind of a bummer. But what should I expect? Is Las Vegas, and not everybody's nice like the Midwest is. My father-in-law and brother-in-law are on their way right now to help me tow this car back, and I guess more updates to come when we get the car up in the air so I can see what's going on. All right, guys, so the Hispanic mechanic is here. I had tried my damnedest to find a cause for oil leak. Actually, let's go back a little bit. After the car was there, you saw me sitting on the side of the road. You saw me bummed out. And honestly, you know, I haven't made a vlog in a while because I kind of want to get to the bottom of this, and you know, it's my baby. I mean, I spent literally a lot of money on this car. This is the second biggest purchase I've ever made besides my home, and you know, to only enjoy it for a couple of days and then have the ECU go bad, and then it's down for a month, we get it fixed, and then on the test drive it, you know, it's out again. Well, I think, and then for me to think, you know, well, seeing all the oil coming out from underneath the car, I mean, that's enough to make anybody cry and, you know, keep people up at night. And that's honestly what it's been doing to me. I've felt really alone and depressed, and, you know, I've talked to a few people, Justin Perry and Mario over here, trying to help me out, get my spirits up. Well, anyways, I couldn't get the balancer off. And the reason why I want to take the balancer off is because Stu, my father-in-law, Stu and I, we were looking around for an oil leak, possibly a hose popped off, and we couldn't find anything anywhere. But we did determine that the oil leak was coming from the front of the motor. Well, I called Dallas Performance, and they call him Lambo Wizard because of his giant beard, and he's their motor guy. He does a lot of these motors, and, you know, me seeing oil all over the ground, I gotta prepare for worst case scenario. I didn't see any holes in the side of the block. I didn't see anything like that. Didn't see metal shavings, which is good, but I also didn't see any oil hoses disconnected, which is also a good and bad thing. So where's the oil coming from? Called Dallas Performance. Lambo Wizard informed me that he thinks he knows where it is. If you take the balancer off, you can look at the 12 o'clock, and there will be a hairline fracture in the block, and that is caused by just damage over time. And he explained to me all of the reasons of why it does that, and it was mostly dirty oil and people not taking care of the oil. Well, I know that the oil was changed within the last 1,500 miles of this car, and when I was dealing with the oil, you could take it out and you could visibly see that it was clean still. So I thought it was weird when he was explaining to me. So anyways, I was trying to take the balancer off, which is a job in itself because I didn't have the right tools and I had to call Amazon, get me the right tools. And
Delivered it.
Yeah, delivered it himself. And anyways, we got it off. I was too scared to pry it off myself. And I started working on this bench over here that you can see, but that's for a different video. Mario came over today. He popped it off in about 5 minutes because, you know, he's just that good and like freaking Lambo whisperer. And let's show you what happened right now. All right, now hopefully you can see this. It's very hard. If not, I'll take a couple of pictures with my phone, as it's easier to get a phone up in there and see because it's so tight down here. Anyways, you can see right on my right here on the tip of my finger that the crank seal has pushed itself out a little bit, and that is why all the oil is everywhere. So if you look on the top, there is no crack where we thought there was going to be a crack like Lambo Wizard thought, but this is a much easier fix and a much more cost-effective fix, which means the car will be running sooner than later. I'm very thankful that this is just what happened, but we now need to figure out why this happened. All right, so you saw that the crank seal is actually pushed out a little bit. Now we need to figure out why this happened. Does it need a new PCV valve? And how do we prevent this issue from happening in the future? Before I do anything else, I'm gonna replace the seal, put everything back together, then I'm gonna have this car towed down to RTM, properly dyno tuned before, and that way I know 100% that this car is ready to go. And I don't have any scares like this again, because I'm gonna tell you right now that yes, it sucks that I have to change the seal, but it doesn't suck because I don't have to change the motor, which is what I was preparing for. You have no idea what I was doing. I was doing all kinds of numbers on what I could do to come up with the money to change this motor. If you were to buy this motor brand new, you cannot buy just the block. You have to buy the entire long block from Audi, and I looked it up. It's gonna cost you $44,000, and you would have to be a complete moron to do that. So the only other option is to buy a block from a car that has been crashed or one that has been manufactured by a third party. And Dallas Performance has a line on a lot of those blocks, and they're way more cost effective. I mean, a lot more cost effective than 44 grand. And obviously, you know, you can use a lot of the parts off of this. Everything would be going through, but that's all for another video. We'll save all that for another video. I think I need that sigh of relief. On that note, if you like this video, hit that like button below, smash it if that's something you want to do, subscribe if you already haven't, and we'll see you in the next video.